What is up, Lowheat sneakerheads? Back with another pair. I think sold out Lowheat, but or at least collab Lowheat. You already know what it is from the title and the thumbnail. I am very excited to open these though, despite them not like selling for double their money, because I think this is a sweet pair, and I'm excited because this is my first pair of Jordan 12s ever. I grew up when these released. These released in the 96-97 season, I think. So to date me, I was in middle school. But at that time, I was, I was a soccer player growing up. So basketball shoes back then just weren't my thing. Couldn't play soccer in them at recess. They're big and bulky, and you just couldn't do athletic things in them, in my opinion. Even though they were obviously an athletic basketball shoe, on court shoe. To me, you just couldn't kick a soccer ball in them, and there's too much bulk for the foot for me, for my taste. But they do hold a nostalgic value for me because kids wore them. They were very popular. Kids who could afford them or parents could afford them had them on. I remember them from that time. I remember from Jordan playing in them. So they hold a lot of nostalgia for me, even though I never owned a pair or wanted a pair. Now, I'm still not into bulky shoes, but for nostalgia purposes, I've always kind of wanted the 11 through 14. And so I've kind of been waiting for the right pair to drop, the right collab. I don't need every retro colorway like I would a Jordan 1 maybe, or Jordan 3, 4, where I'd be into collecting all those. These I don't need every OG colorway. But recently I got the Jordan 13 by Soul Savvy, that collaboration. I like those. I like that colorway. Check out that unboxing. And this Jordan 12, I've always liked the 12s the most out of the 11 through 14 chunk of Jordans. The 12s I've liked the most of them. And then these ones specifically, the Maniére Jordan 12s, I think are really, really nice. We'll see like once I open them up, but we have officially the women's Air Jordan 12 Retro Special Edition in black burgundy crush. Size 13 women's, size 11.5 men's. 11.5 is my size. These were women's sizing per, I think, usual with Maniére. Maybe the ones came out in men's sizing, but definitely like the 3s, the 4s, these were all women's sizing. I think maybe even the 2s. Correct me in the comments. But yes, so 12s have always been the favorite of the bunch. I finally have a pair of 13s. We'll see when the day comes where I might get a pair of 11s. I passed on the bread 11s. I'm not a huge fan of the Concord colorway. I know, forgive me. Don't kill me in the comments. Maybe the next time around the bread 11s come out, maybe I'll cop a pair. They're growing on me a little bit. And there's been some interesting 14 collabs. The Clot 14 collab I thought was like, that was, I wouldn't have mind copying those, but I didn't go for them too hard and missed out. So anyways, that's the backstory personally with me and Jordan 12s. So I'm very excited to finally have a pair in my collection. And what better pair than the Maniére ones? They always do. James Whitner and the group always do real nice work, and these 12s are no exception. We'll rate all the Maniére Jordan collabs thus far. I'll kind of rank them, and yeah, we'll see where we put these once I get them out of the box. So as you can see, they have the Maniére branded slipcover as they do with their other collabs so far. You kind of got this old school Jordan box, which is cool. Maniére branding, Jumpman logo. Quality inspired by the greatest player ever. Very cool. Very cool. I like it. I like it. I like it. So I got this pair off the Maniére online draw. I also signed up on Social Status, also hit another pair. So I got doubles of this black colorway. I didn't go super hard for the white because I already had this pair and the Cherry 12s. Speaking of retros, the Cherry 12s are rumored to come out later this year. I might go for those, especially since I didn't get the white versions of these, the white and red Cherry 12s. That is a retro of a past bulky basketball shoe from when I was young that I wouldn't mind having. Like, we'll see on these. I feel like the silhouette is just slimmer. Once I get them in hand, we'll see if that's true. Here we go. We got another shot of Michael. They usually put these in their boxes. I recently picked up the Maniére Jordan 2s used from Syndicate LA. I've been meaning to do an unboxing or a review of those, but it's they've been out a while. I just don't think anyone will care, but I'll do like a little wear review. I've worn them a couple times, really enjoy them, so stay tuned for that. So here we go. We got the Maniére paper. Whoa. I already like them. These are great. These are fire. Now, I will say, speaking of getting things late, the 2s, I'm only missing the 1s from my collection and the white versions of these. I would have had this video up earlier, but I hit on both those online raffles from Social Status and Maniére, and they took forever for them to get to me. Now, by the time I got them, I had a bunch of other videos planned to do, and I was getting other shoes, so delayed it even further. But by the time I got the shoes, these had already come gone. People were over them. I think smaller sizes are pretty available. So so it took forever for me to post this video. So if you're watching, I appreciate you watching. Please subscribe. Thank you. That would mean a lot to me. It takes 1 second. Boom. You did it. It's free. So people have been complaining about the quality control issues, and I just complained about their shipping times, but it's all good. Got the W. The quality control, I don't see anything a problem with these, but I just saw a video online with a white pair where there's some bleed from this mudguard area into the leather on top. Here I don't see it as much, but you're not going to on a black pair of shoes, so hides any bleeding, dye bleed a little better. But yeah, let's go over we'll go over the details really quick, and then get into kind of more of the unboxing review. Really like it. Initially though, just like to look at the design overall. Tinker Hatfield designed these, and this, as you can see, does have a slimmer silhouette, slimmer profile than some of the other shoes that I mentioned. I feel like the 13 is bulky, even though if you watch that Soul Savvy Jordan 13 unboxing, I notice how light the shoes are. They look like they might be heavy, but those are actually pretty light, that pair. But this, in my opinion, looks slimmer than the 13, looks slimmer than the 11. The 14 is kind of aerodynamic looking, but this just, yeah, I don't know, something about it makes it a little more form-fitting to me. And Tinker Hatfield designed these, had inspiration from, I think it was a boot in the 19th century boot, fashion boot, and then also the Japanese flag, which you can kind of see with the Cherry 12s and the breads, that red, it almost looks like the corner of a red dot from the flag. So going over some of the details here, you got the suede, the signature suede mudguard along the side of the 12. You have, this is a very soft suede or almost nubuck upper. It's not a shiny leather upper. You have eyelets with the Jumpman logo there and the Maniére logo there. Metal Jumpman on the tongue, top of the tongue. Kind of thicker boot laces. Jumpman on the side here in this faux metal plastic finish. Metal finish, but it is plastic. Different tones of maroon there, burgundy. You got the Jumpman on the outsole here, on the toe, kind of the signature portion of this traction. And then, God, I'm blanking on what the outsole, the inner midsole is made out of. Carbon fiber, kind of foot plank there. And I'm a Maniére on the back, on the right side, Jordan on the left side, 23 there, and the Jumpman logo on the heel tab. Plus, of course, which has now kind of become their signature design, is the design cue is the quilted liner on the inside, burgundy insole with a Jumpman there. Very cool. You got included hang tag here, kind of Hershey's bar hang tag. If you watch the rollout video for this, suggest you check it out. The James Whitner and Ama Maniére always do interesting rollouts for these. And there's the insole on that side. Better view of it. The whole campaign is around being surrounds Black culture and being proud of Black culture. If you're part of the Black culture, that it's nothing to be ashamed of, but it's something to be proud of. And yeah, it's a good. I appreciate the messaging behind a lot of these drops. And it's a video and message of empowerment, which again, I think having some social awareness and social storylines with product release, it's not a bad thing. Some people I know get tired of it, but I don't know. It's better, when the Cherry 12 comes out, it's just going to be a little bit of history about Jordan when he wore them, and that's that. And it's just going to be get them at Foot Locker. So, if you can tell an extra story behind it, I appreciate that. I don't mind it. I don't mind it one bit. Let's try these on, see how they look on foot. But yeah, speaking of the Cherry 12s, I do like those. I will be going for those, I think. And that's why I didn't go crazy for the white pair of these. The white pair is going for a little bit more, but these are basically sitting for retail. If you get them off a platform, a shoe selling platform, you're going to pay fees, shipping, taxes, which will put you decently over retail, but not too much. Smaller sizes, I think you can get for under retail. At least they're listed for under retail. Again, once you factor in all that extra stuff, you might be looking at, I don't know what you're looking at, but if you're at all interested in these and have smaller size foot, I would recommend checking them out now, sooner than later. Maybe price drops. Wearing the Tom Sachs general purpose shoe right now. Planning on doing a wear review of these. I got enough miles in these. I think I can give a fair wear review. Please let me know in the comments if that's something you'd like to see. I'll hurry up and do it. Okay. Chose to wear shorts with these. I think most of the time I would wear pants, but I wanted to see how they look with shorts on. Obviously, when you're playing basketball, you're in shorts. Okay, let's try not to kick over the camera. So yeah, these retail for $225, pretty pricey. Like taxes for me and everything, it got up to $260. So yeah, pretty pricey on these, and they're just sitting. And I got an extra pair too, so I'll be looking to offload that extra pair eventually at some point. These are a little hard to get into. You really got to unlace them. I like them. I'm curious to see how you guys rank them. There's rumors that there will be an Ama Maniére Jordan 5. Kind of the mock-ups look interesting to me. All the mock-ups use the same kind of color blocking that, or no, not color blocking, but colors that Ama Maniére has been known for. A black, cream, maroon, burgundy. I'm sorry. These are really not that hard to get into. It's hard to get into when there's a tripod between your legs. That's not a euphemism. And my cell phone. So I apologize as I struggle through this in front of you and breathe loudly over the camera. It's just, there we go. Fine. I don't think I'm going to put the left one on. I'll save you all that. Okay. All right, not bad, not bad. Again, it's kind of weird for me to wear this type of basketball shoe. I'm normally not a modern era. Well, modern is like LeBron's. So I guess, 80s. I wear the Jordan 1s, 2s, 3s, and 4s like most people. But let's say 90s onward, I do not typically wear basketball shoes. So it's a little odd for me. I got the up tempos. Again, nostalgia factor, I got those. And recently I got the Air Adjust Forces, the Air Adjust, the Ambush collab. And I like those, but this is my first Jordan 12. Really like the materials. I think 225 is an expensive shoe, but it is a collab and it is like upgraded materials. So overall, I like it. I'm very curious to see what you guys think. Let's give these a rating, and then I'm going to rank them. If you go back and watch my other unboxings, you can see if the ranking's correct per my rating. I hit on the 3s, which is a big hit because those end up being sneaker of the year for a lot of people, and the price shot up. I hit on the 4s, and I recently traded in some shoes and got the 2s secondhand. Or used. Missed out on the 1s, still need the 1s. I'm looking for the 1s maybe used to get them at a cheaper price. And then now I got the 12s. Don't have the white pair, and then we'll be on the lookout for the 5s if those do, in fact, drop at some point. I think I like the 1s. No. The 2s best. The 2s are first, top rank. The 1s are second. For me, the 3s are third. These are fourth, in my opinion. And then the 4s I like the least, actually. And by saying I like them the least, still a good shoe, still like it. I'm just saying if you rank them against each other, I'd pick the 4s last. Maybe that's... maybe I know a lot of people really like the 4s, and I'm one of them. Just all the collabs have been really great. They've all been fire. So just it's tough decisions there. The 4s just come in last for me. I forget what I gave them, 8 or a little over an 8. For me, I think these to me are like an 8.5, and that's just mainly because of the silhouette. That's a high rating for a 12, although other ones would be a little lower. I like what they did with the materials here. I like this color blocking, the different maroons along the toe and the mudguard here, the black suede upper or nubuck upper. Really like it. The dark burgundy on the bottom. I think this is just a really great color blocking scheme. And I really like the white ones too. So I think I'm going to give these like, 8.5. I think that's a generous rating. Maybe we could even go like 8.4. Yeah, I think we're going to go 8.4 out of 10. Really, to me, that's a high rating. Maybe to you, it's like, oh, you're not giving it a 9 or a high 8 or a 10. For me, a Jordan 12, which I don't typically wear, I think that's as high a rating as you can get. Maybe the white pair might get an 8.5 because I'm more of a white shoe guy, less black. But with the burgundy, I think the black goes really nicely. Really fire. No extra laces, similar to the 4s. No extra laces. That's kind of a bummer. But I guess it's already cost enough. So they must have really spent a lot on the packaging and the materials to give it a $225 price tag and not include extra laces. How much is this hang tag? Throw this hang tag back and give me an extra pair of laces. A maroon set of laces instead of the hang tag, I'd take that. That would be fire. Or less on the packaging. Spend less on the packaging. Give me a pair of maroon laces. I think that would be dope. But the black goes well. I like keeping it. It's kind of interesting when like you have just these blocks of color. Just one thick block of maroons and then all black, and you're not breaking it up with a different color here, no contrasting color. It's an interesting look for both the shoe and on foot. What you say, it just all kind of flows, especially with these black Nike socks. Rather than something broken up here with a different tongue or laces. Generally speaking, I like this. I like it broken up a bit, but every now and again, it's good to work with something different. And I feel like, this is definitely... different. These are two different shoes here. Very, very different shoes. Your 90s, your mid to late 90s basketball shoe, signature basketball shoe, and here you got like something, a hybrid of an old 80s, early 80s, late 70s waffle runner from Nike. Very different vibes, different materials here. I guess you got suede there. But anyways, let me know in the comments what you think of these. What's your ranking so far of the Maniéres? Are you looking for the 5s to drop? What do you think of the Cherry 12s coming out? What do you think of me being low on the 11s through 14s, but Well, I mean, I'm higher on the 11s through 14s because of nostalgia than, let's say, you know, the 7 through, well, 7s he wore on cart, but definitely 8 through 10. I could care less about the 8 through 10s. Don't care at all. I don't like the look of the 7s. 6s are okay, 5s are okay. But yeah, not the hugest fans of 11 through 14, but they're growing on me for the history they hold. Shouts to Thomas Jefferson Middle School. Kids wearing these in the hallways. This is pretty sick. I was happy to hit on them. Didn't need 2 pairs though. We'll see what I do with the second pair. Please subscribe, like the video, do all the stuff. More unboxings coming up real soon.